This is episode 103. Got my guy TY, you see why. I don't care what you do, how you do it.
Yeah, keep the gangster.
Look at them gangsters. The best in the city. Tap in, you already know.
Fabs living the vida loca. The only nigga in the hood you can come see. For either weed or coca. Knocks wanna see me and my team in the chair. They heard about the kid
With the high beams in his hair.
DEA been looking for proof
Since 9-3.
I came through in the Benz with a roof behind me. Tell him Jake, go on bulletproofs and find me. You need extinguishers to go in the booth behind me. Who the fuck wanna be? My Fendi knits be 3X so you can't see what's tucked underneath. And I might not even drop. Just take my advance and make it small time in Cleveland pop. I've a thing on my hip that'll make it breathe and stop. Rock the chain in your shirt, your roll with the sleeves on top. That niggas know where my heat stay at.
I leave niggas in my head and I ain't talking where the heat play at, huh?
No, keeping it gangsta, we come through. Keeping it gangsta, y'all know how we do. Keeping it gangsta, yeah, home crew.
Pretty big shit.
Yo, keeping it gangsta. Niggas don't think I'm still
Shading crack, cause I pull up in the truck with a system
that make the pavement crack. Yes, have my face in band covers,
covers.
and I keep a lethal weapon
Like Mel Gibson and Dan Glover.
Now I lose V Money and CeeLo, and the cops think me and Muggs is G Money and Nino. I don't hit these honeys with C-notes, rather put them on Greyhound. Strap these honeys with kilos.
Type of gangster every chick wants. I get nice from ass.
So you won't see hit the stores for 6 months. Something about the Beamer X5 when I come through. It be increasing the
CO sex drive.
Half the click look like they stuck Genesis up. The other half is trying to wrap their sentences up. I'm never gonna hate half these artists never some way. When they callin' wise, the only time they touch the 718. Yeah, nigga, no. Keeping it gangsta, we come through. Keeping it gangsta.
Yo. What's up, y'all? It's your bull bar. I mean, got my guy TY, you see why, in the motherfucking building. This episode is brought to you by the #1 moving and trash removal service in the city. Yours truly, Jabbar's Rubbish Removal. Call me 267-822-8165. Like me on Facebook at Jabbar's Rubbish Removal. Subscribe to me on here, Jabbar Lee. I got my guy TY, you see why. We on episode 103.
Oh,
huh?
103, man.
103, TY.
103. Yeah, what episode did I start at?
Shit.
I know.
Shit.
It seemed like a minute ago now. Like,
it was a minute ago.
You know
More than 9 months. Almost.
Yeah.
Shit, if that. Yeah. What episode was that? Gosh, I don't know. TY been on this joint for a grip. Shout out to him. We got one more episode left. Yeah, I mean, we ain't here the best in the city. Oh my God, TY, you see why. All right, just real quick, just the beginning. Before we get into the main topic of the show, I know y'all might be watching. The Phillies game is on right now. I'm not a big Eagles fan. I don't mind the Phillies. I'm cool. I will be a Phillies fan. I don't have no team. I don't got no baseball team.
You watch baseball though?
No, not really, to be honest with you. I'm gonna keep the 100 with you. I don't really know nothing. Listen, I went to the Latin. We had a whole team and everything. I still didn't know nothing that my guys was doing in class. I used to be like, yo, because y'all got a game today, or like y'all got, it's crazy. Like certain people, the crew team, oh yeah, all right, man, cool, okay. I never went to the crew meets or nothing.
I've been to like 2 or 3 baseball games before, and
you went in high school or just like?
No, as a kid, I went. I was younger. I went with my godfather. He used to take me to baseball games. But no, them Jones is like, it looked good on TV, but it's way different in the stadium. I gotta be honest. Like, you sitting there and it'd be like a lot going on, but nothing going on. Like, honestly, you get more entertainment out of the fans around you than sometimes a game. But I will say this, according to this new World Series, situation that the Phillies is in versus the Astros, it was quite impressive that they were able to shut the door on them 7-0. It's been a very long time.
But they beat them the other joint 5-0.
They cracking on their asses, bro. I ain't gonna.
They like the Patriots of the baseball, right?
Right now, yeah, bro. This pitcher they got, man, And he done like one of the pitchers got caught for like greasing the ball.
Ooh,
so he's out. Yeah.
Shout out to them Philly fans. Shout out to the Philly.
However,
man.
our pitcher was, I think his name's Suarez. That ball got lightning coming out his hand, bro. He throwing the ball like Zeus. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, and he can pitch any type of ball, any pitch with speed. So even if you can think it's a fastball because of how he's throwing it, it's still any other type of directional changeup he wants.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Phillies, man. I hope we win. If we don't win, I ain't gonna be too upset, but I definitely hope the Phillies win. We need that. We need that victory.
Snapping out though, man.
Oh yeah, real quick. Next week, yeah, trigger. Next week is the last week of Beyond Trash, and the Washington Commanders / Redskins will be playing the Eagles. So if anybody want to bet me, they could bet me. I'm not betting everybody, certain people, and I ain't betting a lot because I'm betting a lot of people.
Say this to the Eagles.
I ain't no dumb
Watch
bet.
out for them damn Commanders. Them Redskins used to play.
Oh, I got a fun fact for y'all too. I don't know. Oh, let me get back to you. I don't know if it's like
Redskins play dirty.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Say something.
You call them Redskins, you've been derogatory now, brother.
I'm Native American.
Yeah, okay, you're Native American. Don't nobody want to be black. Anyway.
Nigga, I am black.
I know, black Native American.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen.
That's the thing. No bullshit.
It is a thing. People out there is black.
My grandma is I think like 75%.
Oh, that's 75%. My grandma was half white
black,
on my dad's side. But anyway, that's off topic. What was I just saying? What was I just saying? Lost me. Okay, the Commanders. Jay-Z and Jeff Bezos are supposed to be buying an NFL team, and I think they're supposed to be buying the Commanders. So if they do, I don't want to hear all y'all jump ride my team. Hove got Washington Commanders. I mean, everybody. I'm about to go get my jerseys now and all that, get my hats and stuff before that shit shoot up through the roof. I'm going to get my memorabilia. About to go get it now. And I've been rocking with my team since forever, so I'm a diehard fan.
What made you a Redskins fan?
What made me a Redskins fan? My aunt lived in Washington, D.C., and I remember playing with the Redskins on the game and liking Clinton Portis. Then I watched them on YouTube actually years ago, and he was one, and he's actually my favorite NFL. I got weird players. Lou Williams is my favorite ball player. Clinton Portis is my favorite player in the league. He was like a good fucking running back, and he went to the U. If I was gonna go to college, I was going to try to go to the U to play sports, but I was not that good. But if I was that good, I would have went to the U. I wouldn't have went no. Nowhere else.
Differently,
truthfully.
probably. I probably play hockey. I would have played hockey.
I would have stuck with golf, but go ahead with that hockey. That's what's up.
I probably would have played hockey. It was a lot of fun. And how you feel about football? That's how it was for me. When I was a kid, I used to attend the Larson Skate House. Shout out to them because that's a pillar. The Larson Skate House on the 3rd.
Okay.
I mean, that's a pillar of the community for a lot of cats who like to, try something different than the average everyday basketball player, football, track, and all of that. But needless to say, I used to actually they used to hold a scrimmage for us as kids on the Phantoms, the team, the Philadelphia Phantoms. Okay. They were the AHL team that we had years ago before they got disbanded, I believe.
And shout out the gram too, because y'all on some weird shit. Y'all got me blocked where I can't post nothing.
Shout out to the gram.
That's why I ain't post no jobs and nothing today, because I can't even post this. So
flagged your account.
Yeah, something. No, ain't no somebody. I think I flagged it myself. That because I put up a meme. Because I saw this fucking clip. Because I don't know if y'all saw it. Because this girl, she was inside the diner just eating. Then this boy just walked up to her, but he spilled her juice on the laptop, and she just got mad. But she had some superpowers, so she was like this, and she rose the bowl up on the wall and shit and all that, and then she rose him down. But it's in real time, so people they're people jumping and shit going around. then she go like this, and just go then just all the fucking chairs and shit just go from here to here. So I said, I would have shot that. I would have shot her. Like,
oh no,
yeah.
no.
So they're like trying to say violence or like, come on, you really? I'm a good guy. You gonna do that to me?
No games with
you gonna do that to me? Come on,
I mean,
man.
it's just been too many school shootings. I don't really want to hear like it. It's a lot going on, which most likely brings us to our next topic.
Would like you bring us to our next topic. R.I.P. to TakeOff. For sure. R.I.P. to TakeOff. Oh man, it's so much to say about this, but it's really not too much to say because, of course, it's not our business. But at the same token, we need to like express this because we are a media outlet. I would consider myself a media outlet now, or whatever. So, we're gonna talk about it. Shit, it was tragic. I feel as though it was. I want to hear what Charleston White got to say because I know we got to say the same things, but I feel as though it was just like some nigga shit, like you gambling and shit, like playing dice. Like I don't know, I'm just a different nigga. Like I just don't do that. I'm a man. Like I respect you of that type of status or whatever, multi-millionaire. You don't have to do that. I'm not standing in the lobby with. That's why you got to change your group of friends to have solid homies around you who are trying to do something. I know you didn't had guys from the trap and from the street. That's why I say you gotta stay away from that street. Like like them, like no street. Like it's cool to have street guys that's like homies, but all the hanging around, having them in your circle and shit, nah. Just keep them on a boop, boop, yo, bro, boop, boop, boop. They might come to the cookout or something, I mean, shit like that. But all that going out with them every day, so you get caught up because they got their own stuff going on in their life. And like, I know it was an argument. Granted, Quavo was arguing, whatever. I don't know the full story, but I know it was like some going back and forth when they niggas didn't want to pay them money, like, and it's bread, like. People take it a certain way, and they know who did it. They just not gonna go to the law about it. But I feel as though they're going to be dealt with. Like it happened in Houston, and Jay Prince and all that. Apparently. Friendly fire. What do you mean? Talk to them.
Coworker of mine apparently looked into it. He's a rap fanatic as well. Mm-hmm. Now I don't know how true this is. I'm not going to claim or disclaim it, but it was an interesting point to hear to a different half of the story, possibly a theory. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be neutral enough to say theory.
What's the theory?
Theory, from what he was, discussing with me today at work, he said it's in a sense like what they gonna call it most likely is friendly fire because in the moment of shooting, he stepped into the line of fire.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening to you.
Which is that's apparently what some cases are. Like I said again, I scrutinize everything I hear. So
you think he stepped into the line of fire?
It's possible, and you might not be paying attention entirely. But we know how the rap game go and how life go. So who knows what it could really be.
But if they're arguing and they're like just going back and forth like about shit, it's like they know what's going on. Like if you got an argument and y'all listen, this nigga about to pull out something. He about to start shooting. Like this nigga about to do this. I know I'm about to get out the way. I'm about to listen, man. Y'all got that shit. I don't let my pride. It's the pride. Sometimes pride get people killed, and people got to learn to turn that down. Especially not just no street shit. The cops. Look at the cops. Every time somebody get pulled over. Brown nose. My nose is Mr. Brown when the cops pull me over. My last name is Brown on my driver's license. First name Brown, last name Brown. And I got Brown on my nose.
This man's wild for that.
I'm so serious.
Respect ain't got nothing to do with Brown nose.
It ain't Brown nosing, but I just want to tell them that's how I be. I don't be like drawn, but I mean, yeah, sir. Okay. Like some people just get, bro, I go to the city yard. They be tripping sometimes. Like some people, it's just, the dump sanitation. Some people they take their jobs like very serious, and it's like we all got the Mr. Walmart, it's the Mr. Kmart. It's like, come on, like you don't own the store, like stop, like like he's taking it too far. Like
apparently my man got into an argument today at work.
Talk about
with a cousin. I work retail right now,
We ain't gonna tell you where. Unless you want to get into those.
Nah, I don't want to get into that, but you know, I don't really want to get into that at all right now. I don't want to get into it at all. I
don't want to get into it at all.
I really don't bump that. I would say it like that. So he's actually grabbing a cart for trash. The customer comes and says, "I need that cart."
Okay.
And as a customer,
give it to her.
As a customer, I felt like I deserved that cart. He said, "Well, ma'am, there are other carts in the basement."
He's being the asshole.
He kind of is, but
right.
He was like, I believe for his half, it was how she asked.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm a worker and you say, "Ma'am, can I please?"
The customer is always right.
Kiss my black ass is in retail right now. I'm not gonna say I know how to deal with people, but no, the customer is not always right because you got to come up and ask me a question sometimes. So how is the customer?
I feel as though you are.
Money don't make my world.
No. I feel as though you are supposed to give them some type of like, okay, all right, like you're not supposed to go from 0 to 100 because I've been on plenty jobs where I'm like, oh, I got it. Exactly. Okay, let me get done. Okay, yeah, you done it. Let me get out of here. I'm not going to go back and forth and chat, and that's where I'm coming with ego. Where I was saying with the ego thing, he could have just nipped it and got another cart. It's killing, like. It's still killing your time to where days is like they see you working, talking to a customer, like this, let it go.
See, you don't work retail to know that though.
Right. You don't work retail.
You speaking from point, like you do technically.
I get you, but all right, I guess because I gotta work retail to know just to give the lady the cart and just go get another one.
No. I'm not.
Was it shit in the cart?
No, not yet. Actually,
See, that's what I'm saying.
All right, but look,
there's no point.
One thing I'm gonna say is this, right? In the game of retail, just because a customer spends money does not give you a right to dehumanize a person who's doing you a service. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't necessarily give you the justice to say, "Oh, hey, well, I demand this," and it's like it's okay. You just be kind and say, "May I please have this cart? I didn't see any in the store." Sure. But honestly, knowing how people take it just because they quote unquote spend the money, like I can make your life a living hell because now all the questions you need to answer, I don't know the answers to. I'm gonna get you back one way or another.
See, I don't go back and see. I don't go tit for tat. I don't go back. See, I don't go tit for tat. I leave it alone.
It take you a long way.
If you argue with me, if you go back and forth with me, I will just say okay.
I mean, ultimately, yeah, but you still, I got.
He should have gave her that cart. I wish I was his fucking manager, and she would have came to me and said, "This guy right here, I asked her for the cart, and don't let her have nothing in there." Oh yeah, bro, why you just didn't give her the cart? I'm writing you up. I'm writing you up. I'm writing you the fuck up. Yup. You get one write up. So, however, I don't care how many you got. I ain't got nothing to do with that. If I see it, if they bring it to my attention, you got one write up.
Funny story about that later.
Go ahead. Speaking of the write up, no, make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe to the channel. We on the road to 5K. Then we on the road. No. I'm sorry. Scratch that. We on the road to 10K. We from 1K to 10K. We calling it now. The best in the city. I'm gonna be vlogging, dropping a lot of tutorials all fucking winter time, and we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff. So be tuned to my channel. TY got some things coming to my channel as well. Excuse me. I have a lot of people bringing their stuff to my channel, and I'm about to open up my platform, and I'm about to take it to the next level. This is episode 103. Beyond Trash.
Ways, baby.
Sponsored by yours truly, the #1 moving and trash removal service in the city. Call me 267-822-8165. The best in the city. 9 years, fully independent. Next year will be my 10th year. You feel me? And I'm turning up for the 10th year, my 10th year anniversary, and I'm doing something big. So, you know, stay tuned to that for sure. The best in the city. Come with me. Oh, man. I got some shit to ask. First off, how was your Halloween? Let me know in the comments. How was your Halloween? You don't celebrate Halloween? I didn't do nothing. I don't have any kids, so it doesn't matter for me.
I was in the crib, chilling.
Cool. Cool. Gosh. That's a lot of stuff going on in the city. All right. Question. Is domestic violence a real thing?
Yes.
Yes. Now tell me your points on domestic violence and keep it to like a brief, but give them like some power points on like what do you feel like, because it is a real thing, but I feel as though we take it on as like guys hitting on girls, but never take it to the girls hitting on guys. So would you like to like talk on it in general, just how it is, and then I'm gonna get my point, and then make sure y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think too.
Here are the facts. I'm strictly dealing the facts for the most part. What I view domestic violence, a lot of times it goes back up to that point that we bring up numerous times, upbringing. In that process, there's also unhealed traumas that people have that they don't go to therapy for. They don't talk to people about. The human brain, human psyche has a funny way of like hiding things and creating pockets to protect you from certain thoughts. That's how people get different mental disorders, so they say. Like something can happen bad to you and you may not be like who you are as a person right now. Like hypothetically speaking, Jabbar could not handle it.
Right.
Your mental out of a defense mechanism would create a whole nother personality to do it. That's schizophrenia and shit like that. So a lot of the things that people face, like, you know, some things have a permanent damage on it. These are, you know, this is what I understand about it. It's deeper than how the law puts it, because some people lie about it. You know what I mean? And again, like you also said, it's very one-sided in the court system a lot of the times.
The court system.
You know, like,
talk about it.
I know some people that have had moments where they lost their cool. They may not have been a total monster, but they beat themselves up enough about their choices.
Shout out to Latif.
You know what I mean? And in that process, they find themselves at a point of morality, and you choose never to be that monster out of your own issues. You learn to deal with them. You take your time. You take your space. And I think space is what can avoid a lot of these situations. But a lot of people sometimes feel like they're not being heard. They feel like this. They feel like that. Bills is not coming up. You don't make enough money here. We're not doing this in bed. La, da, da, da. All that shit starts building up. And the communication is still potentially there because you still care enough to argue. But the problem is you don't care enough to actually take away the anger and try to find a middle ground. So I think domestic violence can be actually avoided. People will take more therapy as individuals, as couples, and really deal with it.
Now, domestic violence, I feel as though, because I was just watching something on Netflix called Sally something. She was like a bodybuilder. Her husband was like a bodybuilder. They was both in the service. She was white. He was black or whatever, right? It's not a color thing, but just dig this. Her side was he was real fucking abusive. Their side was she was abusive. But it's crazy how they never like, made long story short, she shot him, killed him, but she's still in jail. I didn't watch the whole thing, so I don't know how long she in there for. But come on, like, that was some domestic shit. And it's crazy how Bull tried to just walk away. He tried to start a whole nother life with a whole nother family. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, please.
Whole nother family. So like, I don't know. Like,
on people in a bad way,
why can't guys just walk away? Why do it gotta be the opposite? Guys here, girl. No, it is chicks out here who are crazy who won't let niggas go.
It's crazy.
Come on, let's talk about it. Like, let's be real. Like, stop it. Like,
point number one.
Talk to them.
Point number one. I was actually watching a video of a couple of dudes on the podcast.
Get you some ice, man.
And the dude was talking about how he had actually been shot by the mother of his child while he was holding his son. So they had got into an argument. He jumped in the car, wanted his space, wanted to just cool down so he'd come back, talk to her. She came out with a shovel, broke the window shield. broke the windshield. He said, damn, babe, all right, cool, I understand. He still tried to like find a middle ground.
Right.
In that process of finding middle ground, they had another argument not too long after that, real bad one, where he had a pistol most of the time.
Oh shit!
And she went and picked the pistol and was like, "No, you're not leaving. I got something to say. This, that, and the third." So he just like, "No, I'm out." He's got a son in his hand, and in the process of the son, he goes to turn his back, and he says the bullet grazes his forearm and hits his forearm and grazes his son's forehead. Right. So that goes to show you that it's what media projects on certain situations. And that is the unfortunate part about it as well. It's a very touchy subject, man. A lot of people lose loved ones to that shit and everything. It's not cool.
Man,
it's not cool at all.
Me and T.Y. on this joint getting litty bop, man.
Shout out to the fallen, man. Love y'all.
Shout out to the fallen, man. R.I.P. to everybody that we lost, man. Real talk. Listen, man, I'm going to miss the show, y'all. I'm really going to miss it. I'm doing my last week next week. I mean, I'm going to have a gang on here. I might drop a tear. I mean, I don't know what's going on, you know, but that's definitely going to be special because I worked hard. I worked long on doing this. Y'all just don't know. The things that happen behind the scenes is just so much with the show. And as y'all can see, it goes from like this to this to this. So
I also proposed a challenge on the show. Now I know this is Bar's final show, but T.Y. would like to do it.
Not the final show.
Well, not this show, but next week.
Next week.
I would like to, ask the Bar step into the co-host seat and we ask more questions about what you like so we get to know you a little better.
Oh, wow. That'll be dope.
Things that you like, you know what I mean? Putting people on. I mean, because I honestly feel like
I would like that.
Yeah. T.Y. style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
T.Y. to C.Y.
I would like that. All right.
You know what I mean? We're going to give him a week. I'm going to give him a week this summer on it because he might.
No. I already know.
All right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna come up with. I got you. I'm gonna come up with some.
But I'm gonna still have, but
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You know what I mean?
But it's it's not often enough that you get to step back and talk about it. But now you talking about it on your own platform, and I want you to have a different thought process than you would trying to just talk about you being in charge versus you being your own consumer of your own shit. No, real shit.
Crazy.
You follow me? Because
see why I'm fucking my head up right now. That's real shit.
We moving forward. You're gonna have to start thinking about it that way as a businessman. No bullshit. And that's for anybody running a business. You have to start. And I mean, and it does, like Bar said, unfortunately in retail sometimes, even though people are not educated, the customer, you have to go certain ways with certain shit to make money. Don't get me wrong. But if you actually, as like someone like Jay-Z, Bezos, whoever the hell it is, owning all that estate, if you're actually the type of person that can invest in certain stuff and make sure your workers are actually happy and having some lax policies, you're going to see an increase in your work labor because everyone's happy to work there. But you have to make sure you know what I mean.
No, real quick, shout out to my sis Key, right?
Yes.
Deeper Than Hair, the #1 hair salon in the city of Philadelphia. Shout out to the contract I just got with my sis to come get their trash every week. I know to y'all like, trash, but come on, y'all already know I was doing spades. All y'all that was in partying in spades. And the crazy thing is I never been in spades. I've been in there to use the bathroom. I never partied in spades.
Nice, John.
Huh? Nice bathroom. Nice. They got the little drawing on the fucking the mirror and shit and all that. Nice, actually, really, really nice. Big in there too. Big as shit. And they know it's that big. But I never partied in there. Never paid no bread. I always came there to get y'all trash. And listen, y'all leave a lot of money in the trash too. So appreciate it. The trash man will get it. But but shout out to my sister, whatever. So appreciate that. Small steps, so this is the first of many. Well, not the first. I have a lot, little side things going on, but this is a nice little one. So appreciate that, So yeah, but no, T.Y., is right. I'm gonna let Ty take the reins and all that, but you know, man, some shit to say. But it's definitely gonna be.
I'm not gonna
the
close the
last
show.
No,
For sure. I just need like 15 minutes.
So we're gonna have the gang on here, yeah, man. We're gonna be in here talking, man. We're gonna be in here really venting, getting it on. So appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe to the channel. We on the road to 10K. We already hit 1K. I got TY here. You see why. My guy, yeah, I mean, my manager, yeah, I mean, when the reins go up until TY, let's go. Let's go. Even listen, whenever he up you, let's go. We got good, let's go. I'm trying to secure something right now. Good, yeah, man. Hopefully we get it, but that's another topic. So real quick, right? This is an interesting topic, right? Because I really, I want to say I like this. This is actually cool. Y'all remember Tom, right? You know who Tom I'm talking about, right?
There's a lot of times.
MySpace Tom.
Yes.
Y'all know MySpace Tom. Okay. Listen, Tom. No, it is a lot of time. I'm about to say Tom Brady. I want to say the only time. He's one of the top 5 times. for sure. Tom Brady, definitely. But this man, Tom, right? Back in 2005, he sold MySpace for $580 million, right? And he rarely gets on social media, and then when he does, he gets on, he posts crazy pictures of just like mountains and just like he travels the world and takes a bunch of pictures 24/7, traveling pictures. But the fact that he said he don't even have he said he don't even do social media. He just like take pictures. If you see his account, it's nothing but just nice, luxurious pictures, and he just travels the world and take pictures
because
all day.
You know why?
Like, and that's just mind fucks me. Like, it's like, yo, like that's crazy. Like, how could he even like, you know what I mean? Like,
For
seriously,
starts, it's crazy because it's like kind of like a Matrix thing, where he stepped outside the Matrix, but he was someone who created a particular type of one. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And knowing that he created MySpace before Facebook came out, that was pretty impressive. You know what I'm saying? But
580 million, he good. He probably invested this and probably bought little other stocks in it.
Truth be told, when he sold it, the reason why he sold it for what he wanted and walked away is because he knew at that point it was still something pure, and whatever else happened was going to be out of his control, most likely. So he chose to do a good thing, and he washed his hands from it. That's why you didn't hear from him again, because there's nothing else. Like, these people really will like I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. When it comes to like brainwashing devices and media is more valuable to the government than it is to us.
Talk about it. Let him say it again, man. Look in the camera. Talk to the camera. Talk
media
to
and
people,
brainwashing
bro.
devices are more valuable to the government than they are to us. And I'm gonna tell you why. Simply because it only makes you buy into a system. And if you really know that that system is a price you don't want to pay, then you got to do everything to get out of that trap. That's it. That's your environment, your neighborhood, things that create negativity, all that.
I tell everybody that.
All that. You know what I mean? And it's hard to break. They don't tell you that.
But listen, man, if they come to me with a check to try to do something in the near future, of course not now, but in the future though, for sure, they come to me with something, yeah.
But the thing is, you got to make sure that walk away is in your terms and in your terms entirely, to where your mark on history will never be stained by someone else's undoing. You can never let a company have that much control. There still has to be some consequences set up for them altering what product you want to sell.
Right.
So that's where contracts are important, because you can sell everything, but if you step outside these boundaries, I take everything back from y'all. Sign it and have it. If I don't gotta have no run-ins with you,
They could sue you for small things as well, y'all. If you sell something and go out here and still try to put your name on it and still try to stamp it, you could get sued for that shit. Like, it's real. Like, I was selling and have nothing to do and rebrand. But of course, that would be hard for me right now. I would just take it and just.
And you know what the cool That is the cool part about art right there. You know what I'm saying? Like them pictures right here. Again, one more time for the people. This is from an anime. This is not my art.
Hold it up to the camera.
It was my own understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like this is painted. So you know what I mean? Like it's just sometimes you take appreciation for things. Like the art community is a little different. You get inspired by anything and you create.
This is mine. I'm gonna be a show off like TY.
Go ahead, my guy.
I'm gonna be a show off. Painting with a twist. I call it painting with grape juice. Painting with grape juice. My sun could have been better. My trees could have been a little thicker. Yeah. Critique. They already critiqued it. But I actually won the best joint out of my thing.
No, and I'm gonna be real with you. This is very good. All you would have to do is use a smaller brush.
I did. I just made my lines thick. I just fucked up.
Pressing is a thing.
I didn't know how to paint. This was my first time ever painting.
That's why I'm telling you it's good.
Well, since I was a kid, y'all know that, but I don't paint.
So with the water, right?
Right.
Next time when you're doing your leaves and your water, you go side to side, and you brush it in side to side. And watch how you.
So you know how to paint?
Yes. Can't do that. Don't none.
So can we paint one day? Can we have a little thing that we do with paint? No. But I want no. I want to record it. I want to monetize it. Can we have?
We gonna paint.
It's not for the last show, but after that, when we doing a vlog,
we can definitely paint.
It don't matter what time it is. Make sure y'all just check my channel out because me and TY gonna have some painting. If you are subscribed to me, make sure you look for that Jabbar and TY's painting. I don't know. What the hell I'm gonna call it?
Like and subscribe for them notifications.
But we for sure will have a paint off or whatever, and we will be in here doing that. Painting with a twist, painting with smoke. I'm gonna call it something crazy or whatever. But no, all right, real quick, right? Kanye West. He said he gave George Floyd's daughter $2 million out of his own pocket. Right? His oldest daughter, not the youngest one, right? And he said, what did Black Lives Matter give? Ooh. Did I just say that? Ooh. What did Black Lives Matter give?
I don't know.
Talk about it.
One of their sects had a whole lot of embezzlement going on.
Who?
The one of the states. How the hell you want to call it? Like factions. One of their factions. They was taking money and they bought a mansion with it.
Oh wow!
Bad stain. I forget. I think it's somewhere in the west or the south. One of them states.
But I'm saying, what do you think about that? Like, Steven Jackson is coming at him. Like he's right at Kanye. Like he's going right towards him. Like
Kanye.
What the fuck? Like I get that was his homie. I got you. I get that was his homie and all that. But it's like, come on, bro. Like. We be acting like everything be perfect out here, and it don't be like that. Everybody not perfect. Shout out to Trey, too. Shout out to my Cincinnati followers. Shout out to my Atlanta followers. Shout out to my guy, Fredo. You know what I mean? My guy, he was supposed to tap in, man. But it's cool, though, gang. 104, we going up. But, like, come on, like.
I mean,
So what you think?
I think a lot of things about this situation.
Tell me.
I think the nigga.
Talk to the people.
I'm gonna say the nigga ain't dumb, but he's definitely bugging out a little bit. And he's got to take him on. He needs to go get away and sit by himself and think. You know what I'm saying? And crack his couple of illusions left over, and handle it the way he wants to say things the correct way. That's bottom line. Like, you ain't got to nerf. Like, being articulate doesn't mean you have to nerf your point. That just means that people who don't understand can't keep up. And that's just what that means sometimes. And it's not to say, oh, I'm throwing my words around. It's just like, if you know different ways, you can say what you want to say without having to dumb your actual statement down. But it's still politically correct. And now it's up to people to actually take their time and listen to what you said. That's making your words more valuable.
Shout out to Dame Dash. Shout out to Dame Dash. He is one articulate black man, and I listen. Him and Kevin Samuels was probably the most articulate black men that I have ever really heard. Like, I listen when I listen to Dame talk. I listen to the words that come out of his mouth. I listen when Kevin Samuels talk. I listen I listen when these people talk. Like they're like, you feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to take heed to those who actually paved the ways, the godfathers of this. Like they are godfathers. They are those. They are the kings. R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels, always. R.I.P. to Dolph, always. You feel me? Young kings. I listen when they talk. You know what I mean? They message will forever live on. Like, come on, that shit will forever go. I don't care.
Honest,
I don't care who it is.
I am a Malcolm X and Che Guevara fan. I like both of them, brother. Malcolm X, Che Guevara.
Who's that?
All right, so Che Guevara was a Puerto Rican rebel.
People, bro.
From he was a rebel from Puerto Rico that helped out in the resistance of Cuba, but he was a very brave man. He did it for the right cause. I actually talked to a lot of people who know of him and different things like that in the country. So he was actually
Where you from?
He's from Puerto Rico,
okay.
But he traveled throughout the Caribbean trying to like build up a resistance for certain situations going on out, between missile Cuba crisis and all of that.
Right.
So, he found his way, got in with Fidel. This is before Fidel kind of lost his mind. You know what I mean? But all that power can make someone very paranoid for whatever reason. But if you actually ask some of the people, they remember good times and bad times under Fidel. It just changed in time. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't always as bad as it is now for them. Malcolm X, because he was a very insightful person, and for what he could see, he knew even to the point that his message was so powerful that it could cost him everything. And that's sometimes that's the fearlessness you got to live with, the price you got to pay. I mean, sometimes being a legend is bigger than what you think it is. And he goes to prove it. As far as intelligence, as connections, what people don't know is while I was in the Capitol building on the island, there is a picture of Fidel and Malcolm sitting together talking.
Oh, wow.
So that goes to show you that Fidel only got labeled bad because he was hopping Black Panthers. You know why? I go over there with the same language and people look at me and look like them. They didn't feel that way about certain things. It wasn't about us. It was about something else.
Crazy. Real quick, say cheese, right? There was a man, right, who won the lottery for $30 million, right? Jackpot, right?
Mm-hmm.
He wore a yellow costume, right, just to keep his identity a secret. When asked why, he was like, man, he wanted to keep the prize away from his wife and his kids. So they like, why? Like, why the hell would you do that? He felt as though the money would make them lazy. So my question, right? Do y'all feel as though if you won the lottery or you inherited a bunch of money, which a lot of us do, granted black or white, Indian, Puerto Rican, Asian, whatever, of all walks of life, how would y'all feel if y'all kids got some of that money and like, or y'all had it and they knew it? So would they slack off? So would they go to college like they said they would? Would they, or do you have the kid that's like, yo, I'm going to go to college and do what I got to do because I know my parents going to really help me out. I know my parents going to pay. I know it's going to be this. I know, like, how, like, tell me in the chat too, y'all. What do y'all think? Will money change a parent and like how it all goes? So would that change the whole ties of the family? Like, how would that money change?
Me personally, yo, if I had money like that,
shut up, man.
I get a tutor.
My fault. No, not like that, bro. Cause the joint.
I get a tutor and make sure certain test marks is made, submit them, but I would be teaching my kids life and traveling at the same time. You just got, before we go and do anything, you got about 4 hours of school a day. I'll give you 4, but you're going to really have to sit here and study. I'm not playing with you. You ain't thinking about nothing else for the next 4 hours but studying.
4 hours.
And you can also, you know what I mean? So not only do your kids know how to navigate the day-to-day system that they're unplugged from, they can choose to plug in and navigate it the correct way without it necessarily corrupting their thoughts.
Gotcha.
Because now you're putting more focus into life skills instead of just book knowledge, which after a certain point, we all start discovering it served nobody really fucking a point at all.
Right.
You didn't learn about credit, but you learned about Napoleon blowing faces off of sphinxes and Egyptian statues and shit like that. That's ironic. I don't know if y'all know that. But we can't learn, we don't get to learn about how to balance checkbook and whatnot like that. Like, it's a different genre. It's a different ball game. Checks and balances ain't learned and different stuff like that. Laws are not, certain skills are just not taught no more. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at it, we from Philadelphia for people outside that don't know about this. But there's been times where we had quite a few we had 2 vocational schools in our city that got shut down.
Right.
But the county's got to keep theirs. So instead of keeping some money in the city, you gave it all out to the county. I'm gonna just talk about that, but
talk about it. Talk about it. Let them know. Talk to the people.
That's real rap. They sent everything out into the county.
But
they stripped West Automotive. They stripped Bach, turned it into a rooftop. You know what I mean? My mom graduated from Bach. She learned how to do hair in Bach.
My cousin went to Bach. They get a trade school. That's like a whole trade school. You know what I'm
saying? My man learned to do wood shop. Mm-hmm. My man learned how to work on cars in Shaw and went into Bach and still kept working on cars. Mm-hmm. Like, why would you go and just deindustrialize the city like that, knowing that these are jobs that we could have to feed our families? But you wonder why. See, we not doing a bunch of crazy ass shit because a lot of us is bad people, desperate. And that's the bad
desperate
part.
For attention. A lot of y'all be desperate for attention. Attention is something crazy, and that's why social media. But go ahead.
I wasn't necessarily. I'm just talking. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, that's his aspect, but I'm talking about desperate for a change. So you start doing shit different than you supposed to. So
I'm a little saucy.
He a wild bull. He all right. He don't mean nothing.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, man, we in here, man. TYUCY, we in here. Best in the city. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel. You already know, on the road to 10K, we got one stat. Yo, why is Asian Doll in jail? What the hell is that about? And she in there chilling, just regular. I think she probably about to get bond or something. He probably was waiting on bond, or I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Who that is.
Yeah. Shout out to Fresh and Fit too. Shout out to the Big Stepper podcast. Shout out to my guys. They got a show that's coming up that I'm actually get some tickets to go to. They got a live event. I forgot where the details was at exactly. But if you go to their page, Big Stepper Podcast, they for sure will have it on there. And hopefully that live show will be Liddy Bop. And I know it will be Liddy Bop because it's them. And whatever they do it big. That's why they the Big Stepper, because they be stepping on them. You know what I mean? So shout out to them. The best in the city, man. Yo, so speaking of Malcolm X, right? In New York City, right? They agreed to pay 2 guys who were convicted of killing Malcolm X $26 million. Do y'all think that's fair? And you were just speaking on Malcolm X, and I forgot to.
You said they did what now? Because I'm
the 2 guys that were convicted of killing Malcolm X that spent more than 20 years in jail. They New York City has to pay them $26 million. Do you think that's reasonable?
They paying the 2 criminals that shot in 26 million. Fuck no.
But they say wrongfully.
They got accused for doing it?
Yes.
The 2 guys
they got accused.
If they didn't do it, you didn't say that.
I just said that.
Run
it back. I said the 2 guys who was wrongfully accused of killing Malcolm X spent more than 20 years in jail, but the city had to pay them $26 million. Do y'all think that that's
a fair payment?
A fair payment on the time and just the magnitude and all the bullshit that came behind it, because that's Malcolm X. So a lot of people was probably tight.
That's not enough. 26. I mean, yeah, you might be able to you can move to another country officially and go start over, but you was in jail. Hopefully you was learning another language and figured out where you wanted to go.
I see a lot of people that's on Vlad TV who done spent years in jail and they come home to bread.
I mean, it'd be cool. They come home to bread, but the time that they lost, you went in and then your kids is grown when they overturn that case. You know what I mean? Like, and that still don't got nothing to do with having to fight for your life for all that time.
Facts. I feel you.
But I'm gonna say this, and part of my stammer. They owe that family Shabazz way more than that. Because they just not only did that, they just killed his daughter when she had evidence to put certain shit up about certain officials in the FBI to clear his name so they could live happy. And they took.
We ain't gonna talk too much about that. I ain't trying to lose my platform.
You ain't gonna lose your platform. It's knowledge, bro. It's common knowledge.
Yeah, I know. I listen. You know, you talking to me. I'm the one that go off, but
I don't mean to scare nobody.
I ain't even got no money like Kanye. You know, Kanye could go fall back and think about what he's doing. That's just
factual, bro.
Yeah, but I ain't got it like that. I get you. Once you start throwing the alphabet in there, and we ain't talking about the other ones, it started to go. It started. I'd rather deal with them police than that one. Instead of the wee, I'd rather deal with the wee. You get it?
You want to be in an ambulance?
Ambulance.
I know how to say ambulance, but I say ambulance.
I know.
I say because it's funny shit.
I thought you were talking about something else. Ambulance. I thought you were talking about another pun. You get it? Ambulance.
Pick a topic.
Oh my god. Yo, real quick, man. I'm about to sign out real quick, man.
This nigga big.
Yeah, I'm about to sign out real quick. No, we about to sign out. This is a good song, man. I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody tuning in. Make sure y'all tune in the next week. We turning up. This is episode 103 of Beyond Trash. This is Beyond Trash. I am your host, Jabbar Lee. This is my co-host, TYUCY, and I thank you, TY. Yeah, I mean, for all these weeks. Thank you, Do. I appreciate you, Do. 3DP Zone. Of course, I'm shouting you out tomorrow, gang. But I appreciate everybody who done helped me out in the past. I appreciate everything that everybody done.
We're going to the mountains. We might be either skiing, snowboarding, or paintballing this year. I don't know which one yet.
We're doing something different.
You know what I'm saying? We coming definitely go have some good winter fun, bro. Like, that shit is needed. And it's a different type of environment. The air is clean, and it's way more physical, bro. I learned so much being in the cold about myself. So I recommend people who actually train outside as it gets cold. It's stronger for your body. It's better for your body. It makes you stronger.
See why he wanted to leave out on something else, but I really think we played that. But I got something for us that you're going to like. And I just want to say R.I.P. again to TakeOff. That was sad.
Very tragic.
It did not need to happen. Me and him was like basically the same age because I'm about to be 28 in December the 13th. So keeping me here, keeping me strong, staying out the way. That's why you got to go do what you got to do. Bop, go to work, and go fall back and just watch yourselves and watch who you have around you and watch the company that you keep, because the company that you keep will determine how long you sleep. And that's a slogan that I literally just came up with off the dome, because if you keep some bad company around you, they'll have you sleeping forever. And you don't want to be there chilling until it's time to go. That's when it's our time. But I'd rather be an older person and, like, you know what I mean, be more established in life. Like, right now is just too young. Because, like, I really think about a lot of homies that I done lost at, like, 24, and I was, like, 23 and shit. And it's like, now I'm, like, 27, about to be 28, and it's like, damn, like they was my big bros, and like now they like, I'm like way older than them. Like, they was like kids. Like, just to think about how young that is, and then to see how we are, and then to see years from now, and then to see more years, just to see how young we are as just an overall culture. I think a lot of us just do not take heed to that, and I feel as though we will take heed to it, because the more people that we lose, the more we just gonna get fed up. But I feel as though that we need to just stay safe and just watch ourselves and just pray and keep God first always. And to end out on that, would like to leave y'all the best in the city. Tune in next week, 104, the season 2 finale of Beyond Trash.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The niggas just talking, baby. You listen to that shit. Don't mind them, they just talking, baby. They know they can't fuck with me, baby. That mean they can't fuck with you. You tell them like that bitch told Scarface. What she said, I don't fuck with the help. Yeah. They say they out for dead presidents, never respected. First of all, Ben Franklin was never elected. That means them and Big Bills have never connected. They just say it cause they think it sounds clever on records. Secondly, God's first should never be second. And if you living wrong, money can never correct it. I'ma say it once, and it's whoever directed. You never get off on me, I'm never the exit. All black everything in my black feet. It ain't a game, and if it was, it'd be a black ring. I'm on my A game, never on that B shit. You on that B shit, you never gon' be shit. That's how I see shit, cause I am D shit. True story like that Hollywood E shit. I say F niggas cause I'm on some G shit. Yeah, that red and green stripe double G shit. That was for my homie, just know I'm thinking of you. I told him stay on top so they can't get above you. He told me I dig that like a fucking shovel. Why take a nigga and go to jail and say he loves you, huh? We be killing them, boy, we be killing them. Damn, we used to dream to have $1 million. Now the family get money like willing them. Accounts rise like we filling them with helium. My baby girl got ass, it's no secret at it. Make you look away, but still be peeking at it. She say they come with painted faces trying to clown on you. How they under you, but trying to talk down on you. You see a rat, it's gonna be that and go for any cheddar. Tell my bitch that I'm no good as if they any better. But a loyalty, keep her from the motherboards. Let them holler, she just don't exist above the noise.